Oh, the background does not scale to my now plus-sized monitor. Whoops. So, last year I made a visual novel called Since November. More particularly, I wrote and programmed it, and then Fwog did the art, and Redmean's recording did the music. And that was for the Game Jam NovemBear last year. And because I make responsible decisions, I have committed to doing NovemBear again this year. Or should I say NovemBuck, because this one's about a deer, apparently. That's about the only real difference. There's like some theming here. In particular, I think this one's about how you can optionally incorporate retro tech, which is why this up here is styled the way it is. Don't know if we're gonna do that. I kind of already have an idea that I want to do. But this time around, I'm gonna be making a visual novel that is co-written by Ka, our dungeon master over at Noel Playing Games, who also has written multiple visual novels and tends to participate in these game jams himself. Fwog should once again be the artist, and Jeremy thinks that he's going to have time to do the soundtrack again, so it's going to be most the same team again, plus Ka from Noel Playing Games, and I'm going to do it again. And the nice thing about these is that they have time limits, so I actually make something. I feel bad that I haven't made a real video essay since the last one. I don't really count the thing I made about NovemBear as a video essay. It's like a journal thing. But I did work on video essays this year. I have a bunch of work in progress things that I need to fix, so hopefully next year more stuff will come together. But this, I felt good about working on the last one. I'm happy that I made Since November, and I feel like I'll be happy if I make another thing in a similar way. And this is a nice controlled environment to do that kind of thing. And maybe slowly work my way up towards the idea of being able to make something longer form one day. I don't know, it'll be fun. Or stressful. Just if my output on various channels is sporadic or weird, or I'm noticeably showing all my backlog, or if Patreon updates get inconsistent or something, it's probably because I'm writing this thing. Although if it's like last time, I'll probably be done with the bulk of my work in the first week or two, because I really need to front load all the work, and then I'll be more likely to be managing the project going forward by more or less waiting for the art and music to come in and making decisions around that. Like, as the writer, I need to get the main bulk of it done almost immediately. My plan originally was actually to fly up to where Ka lives and co-write the whole thing in person on the fly. Which I've never done before. I've never co-written something. Don't know how that's going to work. I'm going to have to very carefully try to curb my tendency to want to just socialize and goof off whenever I'm interacting with somebody, and hopefully we can keep each other on task and do a good job making this thing come together. Here's the rules if you want to go through them and if you want to hop on this project yourself. Maybe it's because I looked into flights too late or something, but the flights up to Seattle are really expensive this month, more than I remember, and I don't think I want to spend $450 flying for this particular project, especially with MFF coming up next month and so on. So we're gonna stick it. I'm gonna stay home. We're gonna work on it via a bunch of Discord calls and see what we can do, but I'm looking forward to it. So look forward to a new visual novel by me next in about a month or so, and maybe it'll be finished, or maybe it'll be mostly finished again, and then months later you get the 1.0 version at a later date. But I'm looking forward to trying to tell a different story in a different genre, but the same medium, and see what I can do with it. But yeah, the rule of this thing is you need to have some variation of deer. Being elk, moose, or reindeer means there's a decent amount of range there if moose counts, honestly. You need to be 18 plus, because there's just a lot of adult stuff going on in general. It's just good to just set a boundary there. You need to work on it all during the course of November, so we start in a couple days and not before, and you end at the end of the month, because that's what a game jam is. And then, yeah, there's some rules about exactly what assets to use and so on if you're not making them all yourself exactly. There's some provided by the jam themselves. There's a link in the description to this game jam if you would like to participate, which I encourage you to do because, speaking from experience, it does feel pretty cool just to go make something. You just commit and you write and you get an artist around, or whatever your specialty is or so on, just form teams and get going, which, speaking of which, is a community tab you can see right here, which you can actually find where people are looking for people to work with, so you can form a team right now. It's a bit last minute, but I shouldn't be your only news source about things. Sorry if this is the first place you're hearing about this. And there's also a Discord attached to this event that allows for further organizing. Probably won't be spending a lot of time in that place because I already overall have a team, and I don't know if we need any more people necessarily. But yeah, it should be fun. It's an irresponsible side tangent from my other projects, but yeah, fuck it. No one can stop me. Not even me can stop me.